Y'all, good morning. You know what it is. Shout out to Boss 3NT Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Big on successful stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Go get you some boss gear so that you can be bossed up. But anyway, we got a woman here that got $2.9 million. And she says she got the money first. And she basically told him, you know what? Y'all could have kept the money and put that and fired the officers or put them in jail or something, which is real. That's how you're supposed to be doing it. So I'm gonna highlight this woman real quick. We'll be right back and see what she had to say on the Keep It Beat podcast.
Early in the morning to wake your goat mouth ass up.
Hey, y'all gotta hold on because I gotta get my phone charger. My phone's about to go dead, and I wouldn't have been able to read the article for y'all. But this is. Let me turn that around. Here, there you go. It's better. All right, my name. This is Jay Lava. This is the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And I'm not trying to tell you what to think. You're like, well, you look like the ghost in the machine. Love, cuss, nigga. That's the way it is right now. But I want you to hit that like button because you know that help with the algorithm. And make sure you share the program and make sure you hit that like. All right, who that is? Oh, okay. Who we got up here? Tia. Tia's in here. Drip dropping on the P side of the game. All right, that's what I need. That morning motivation ace. All right. So the reason why I picked this story is because usually we see people when they get the money. Mom keeping it P this morning. When they get the money, they usually got to do some soft shoeing or some tap 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 dancing to keep the money, but not this woman here. So let's see what she said. It says a black woman who received a multi-million-dollar settlement from the city of Chicago after police mistakenly raided her apartment says that the money did not equate to justice. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's key. The money did not equate to justice. And she is totally darn right. I'm going to pull the comments up right here. So in case I ain't looking, I can still see them when y'all leave them. It says, it goes on to say, she recently noted that she would have been happier if the officers would have been fired and she didn't receive a dime. Anjanette Young home was raided in 2019 by police. The woman was raided based on false information and said a male with a gun lived in her house. During the 40-minute raid, officers cuffed Young and made her stand in a complete state of undress for 16 minutes in front of dozens of male police officers. So they was talking about. Oh yeah. You talking about we did this story, I think, when they had her all naked in front of the police officers. We did this story already. But it goes on. Oh, and matter of fact, they got her words too. I'm gonna play her words because I think that part is super important. But it goes on to say that Young said that she was humiliated and now suffers from PTSD. I would concur. What up, Shelly? How you feeling? Shelly's in here. Oh yeah, okay. You can be seen on the screen now. Boom. Video captured the botch raid and the woman saying, "You have the wrong house. I live alone." Footage shows that at a certain point she was covered with a jacket and then a blanket. An officer tells her to relax. She responds again in outrage, "You got the wrong house." It wasn't until 10 minutes into the raid after a female officer arrived on the scene and Young was permitted to get dressed. The police were looking for was in the next apartment on an electronic monitor bracelet. Young sued the city. You goddamn right. I'm glad she did. Uh, Chicago's mayor, lawyer Uncle Lightfoot, said that people lost a lot of trust in her because the police force tried to conceal the smoking gun body cam. Many people, no, that ain't why people lost trust in you, Lori. That ain't it. Because first of all, because you're up there trying to talk about, man, we know why you lost. Plus, you look like somebody drunk, uncle. That's why don't nobody mess with you, Lori. Anyway, many people believe that she lost trust of people, according to Chicago CBS Morning, because she initially denied knowing about the incident. That's why, Lori. The city inspector general and its 221st quarter report, in year 2021 first quarter report, said that the city didn't intentionally try to conceal the videotape and stop Young from receiving the body cam footage in her case. Of course you did. It says, I noted that the city government failed to appropriately respond to the victim in the CPD wrongly fully rated and failed to be transparent with city operations and performed a series of governmental actions in a manner to prioritize communications and public relation concerns over a high mission of city government by withholding the video. Blah, 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 word salad. Nigga, y'all held the video and she got paid, and now they trying to make it seem like she at fault for some way for getting paid and not being grateful. Y'all see where they going with this? I do. Off top. It says the video proves that to be key evidence as it shows the details of the officer's behavior. After rejecting the city's offer to settle for $1 million a month later, Young accepted a $2 million settlement in December 2021. See, if she would have held out a little bit longer, she probably would have got more paper because they knew what was on that damn video was very damning. Now, in an interview with Gayle King, notice they bring out Gayle King to do the dirty work. That what Snoop call her, you dog head trick. I'm trying to stop cursing. Says in an interview with Gayle King on CBS Mornings, Young said, I tell people that I didn't lose my life, but I lost a lot of my life that night. She said that she felt vulnerable and that she's done things differently to that day. Well, let's hear from her. How about we do that? Let's see what she has to say. I got it hooked up now so I can do that. Let's go ahead and hear from her. Fair use, usages of fairness, and the fairness of usages.
An update on a Chicago woman who was targeted by a botched police raid. She is speaking out for the very first time. The city approved a $2.9 million settlement with her recently. Warning about this video of the raid is extremely upsetting. This body cam footage from 2019 shows police officers breaking down Anjanette Young's door while she was in the middle of changing her clothes. The officers left this innocent woman naked and handcuffed for a very long period of time. She repeatedly asked to get dressed and told them they were at the wrong address. We spoke with Young about the experience yesterday, but first, let's take a look back at what happened that night. This body cam footage from February 2019 shows a dozen male Chicago police officers storming into Anjanette Young's home on a Thursday night. She was in the middle of changing her clothes after returning from a work event. Young says the officers left her naked and handcuffed for 40 minutes. They later learned that a police informant gave them a bad tip. The person they were actually looking for lived next door and was wearing an electronic monitoring bracelet. City officials went to court to try to block this video from airing.
Notice, y'all, they don't have a problem. This is a classic case of Negro trauma porn right here. Like, they don't have a problem letting you hear the cries and the intricate things said and this, that, and the other, stringing it all out, broadcasting it loud as possible. They don't have a problem doing that, and that's kind of whack. It's kind of whack. But let me continue, because I want to hear her say basically, F y'all, and she took the money.
Young and her attorney shared it with our Chicago station, WBBM. You got the wrong house!
This incident happened before I was mayor, but it's coming to light as I am mayor, and I have a responsibility to address this issue.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot initially denied knowing what happened to Young, but later admitted she had been briefed on the incident in November 2019.
Yeah, she knew you was lying.
A third-party investigation ordered by Lightfoot found failures in oversight and accountability by multiple city agencies, but determined that the mayor and the city did not purposefully conceal information about the botched raid.
Of course you did.
Now, a newly released summary of a scathing report by Chicago's Inspector General finds the city did work to prevent Young from obtaining body cam video, and that it prioritized communications and public relations concerns over the higher mission of city government.
So, basically, is that what you call conspiracy? Is that a C-O-N-spiracy? Is that what that is? I think that's a C-O-N-spiracy. What I'm talking about. Heads need to roll. See, they gave her the money so that she didn't pursue the other stuff. You see, that's also the drawback. But I do want to hear her tell them to go take a hike, because I know they got the words here. Let me just fast forward a little bit, because Gail's doing a lot of
stuff. It was a very hard decision to agree to allow this to be played, yes. But it was very necessary in the sense that at the point that we actually were able to get the body cam footage after many attempts of not being able to get it, it was necessary because at that point for me, it was about, I need to expose what's happening here.
You know, the mayor hired a private firm to investigate the case, and they came to the conclusion that the mayor's office didn't have malicious intent in the response to the case, and they did not deliberately conceal any information. What are your thoughts about that?
They did a public showing of their results. In the entire time, I was in tears watching them stand before the public and say that they did nothing wrong. When everyone knows that they hid the information initially and then went to court to try to ban CBS 2 Chicago from airing it. The mayor lied continuously that entire week when the video came out, only later to retract her information. So how do you not call that intent?
When do you...
You know what? This woman is very smart. You shout out to this woman, man. Sticking it to their ass. And then you got Gail King with the soft shoe ass questions, right? And she like, nah, I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm not confused on what I'm saying. Gail King, that's why Snoop called you what he called you.
Think you will finally feel at peace?
I don't ever think that this will go away. I'm choosing to find ways to live on purpose and not allow this one incident to define me for the rest of my life.
Has the money changed your life?
Now, has the money changed your life? Do you think 2 point? But look what she had to go through to get it, Gail. Damn.
No.
Yeah. I like her answers. Sheesh.
One incident to define me for the rest of my life.
Has the money changed your life?
Fuck you.
No. The money is almost an insult.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's saying, okay, this is what we value that situation to be.
Yeah.
And so here's some money to help you with that.
Yeah.
And even the mayor said, this amount of money will allow her to have resources to take care of herself. There's no amount of money that will right this wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not a very flashy person. I really do enjoy living a simple life.
Yes.
Where I go about my day as a social worker and I find joy in helping other people. So I would definitely be using this money for that cause to help other people. I would have been more satisfied if all 12 officers had got fired and I didn't receive a dime.
Boom. That's how it go. Boom. Just like that. That makes me proud, man. Get the money and then shit on them still. I feel her. She said all the right shit. No, I am not a grateful Negro. Fuck your little money. You should have fired them punks. Sorry, this ain't Raw. That's going to be later on tonight. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little hype. Shout out. That's what I'm saying, Tia. Shout out to her. That's what I'm talking about. I played this as example for everybody to know. Get the bread. Well, I'm not saying don't get the bread, but don't get your goof ass up there like, Bokum Jean's brother, can I hug her? It's gonna be okay. I forgive. Don't do that. Say, yeah, I got the money, and the money ain't shit. And she basically, if y'all listen, she was on code now. If y'all listen, hold on. Christian's World, where you tapping in from? Family, you had to give me some claps on that. Real talk. But listen, this the thing about that though. Get the money and tell them to go F themselves, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's how this shit is supposed to go down. Cali in the here now, for real, on the West Coast, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Again, this one's sponsored by Boss 3NT Clothing. If you want to dress like a boss, if you want to be bossed up, if you want to be big on successful stuff, go holler. Look at this big boss baller ass logo on the back. Look at that. Do you see that? You see that big boss logo? I love shit with big dumbass logos on it. And this shit right here is my thing. Hit him up. Boss 3NT. That's BOSS 3ENT. You can find him on Instagram. All that there. You feel what I'm saying? And this is a West Coast designer. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want your gear sponsored on the program, hit me. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not going to hold y'all. This was just an expose of what to do in these situations. You know, when unfortunately your family member falls victim to WS. If you don't know what WS is, you better ask somebody. Your family fall victim to WS, and you got to seek the change. Get the change, but don't be soft shoeing, and don't be forgiving. And just don't do that. You know what? I was so ready to do on this episode. I was ready to go fish sticks, but nothing was fish sticks here. We didn't have no fish sticks. All right, that's all I got for you. Otherwise, why am I like what? On the green screen? Oh, that's the fountain. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's the fountain in the picture. All right. Other than that, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'ma mold you, fold you, and scold you. What up? Who that? Drop? What it do? Show no forgiveness. You damn skip. It said this is one of the many reasons that drunk uncle is going to get pushed out of office. She been done. The media turned on her a minute ago. They already had hit pieces and exposés out of there. If you noticed last year, they was using last year to go ahead and get all the black female that they put in place to do their dirty work out the way. So it was Lori Lightfoot, it was Keisha Lance Bottoms, it was Stacey Abrams. They're cleaning house already. Now they just put in their new bootlick class up in New York. They got the mayor, then they got the attorney general, and they is all Kuna Matata Totos. You know what I'm saying? I feel real good, man. I this is a very feel-good story. You know what I'm saying? Every story doesn't have to be the dominant society running amok. Sometimes we got to let y'all know on how to stay on code. We can't just keep preaching being on code if we don't show you examples. This here is a prime example of how to be on code. Do it this way. I mean, it's unfortunate that, you know, we're going to seek monetary compensation, you know, for the death of a loved one and that kind of thing. And I'm not saying don't do that. You should be paid. But don't be soft shoeing, though. Y'all trolls ain't got nothing better to do. Hey, I ain't even fucking with them no more. And you notice how I cut so I could have had the comments on the side like this. Boom. And they'll come up, but see, then they'll be seen. So I don't mind just hitting the button when y'all say something, because y'all comments keep me going anyway. Anyway, matter of fact, I got another story. All right, let me ask y'all since I got you. I either got DPS addressing toxicology backlog after Glendale police failure reveals communication issue. I don't know what that's about, but I'm automatically smelling fish sticks. What'd you say? He said, they ain't doing nothing but trying to make you work. Bringing something to the show and trying to make us work. Don't try us. They shouldn't. That's all. That's just a little a keyboard exercise. Let me see the next. This the one. Actress Storm Reed opens up about dehumanizing feelings she gets over perceived. Blah blah blah. I see all these new versions. 50 Cent lets fans know he was the first one to spell money. Yeah, he was. He said, what do you say? That seller who you say? Please tell me you gonna go in on the Kamal Bell. Yeah, you talking about the Bill? Is that the Bill Cosby dude? See, some man. Listen, Professor Black Truth broke. See, when some of the great inspirations when they break shit down, sometimes I be like, they broke that shit down. Like you know how we be getting it in. You know what we be watching out here in these streets. Um, Sometimes I try to pick because since I'm an avid content watcher. Tia know, but we be popping up on everybody's shit. I be seeing YouTube Nightfall. I be seeing everybody everywhere on different little whoops, but I'm on everybody's shit. So I get a chance to see what other people be doing, and then I try to contribute my own this because I mean now when it's time to get on code, like when we all got a message to spray, I'm saying the message. Like when I watch certain, like sometimes TBA or Tariq or Professor Black Truth, they might say some shit or Vicky. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Vicky Dillard heavy. Like certain people say shit, and then I notice that, you know what I'm saying, the soil is boiling on something. Like we all had to get on like Nicki Minaj and them, and like it's certain motherfuckers that just gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? But here on the program, so I'm trying this year on the programming side of the game. I think we did enough of that kind of propaganda. Now we need to. It's our job to educate because we're gonna have a lot of people falling victim to these tricks that they finna be trying to play with this election crap. Let me see. Immigration advocate says New York non-citizen voting law is long overdue. Oh, what? What? Oh man, you take someone's car and you destroy their credit. Los Angeles man trick luxury car owners. This dude that hit me like with all type of news. I hate when TZ do this sometimes. It'd be all type of stories. He say, hold on. Samuel L. Jackson fact checks his presence in a Martin Luther King Jr. photo. That's not me. Oh, that's some white person being funny. You killed my people. NYC parolee charged after calling Asian man slur. Oh, here they go with the fake Asian crime shit, y'all. Here they go. I think I found it. Yep. Oh, HD footage. Black, look, probably a Caribbean woman. I found it. I'll be right. Yeah. I'll be right back. Matter of fact, I think Professor Black Truth was just talking about earlier today how everybody getting all black people getting charged with hate crimes, but hate crimes don't exist when they come to somebody else. What you say? He was born to be canceled. Yeah. You talking about the Kamal Bell dude? Yeah, he even just looked funny. That is, you know what? That's a very good story. Yeah. Let's bust. Let me see if I can find that. I think he probably sent me that too. I got a million trillion stories. But all right, y'all know what it is. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. And then I do have a public service announcement. I need you to make anti-black racism a public health crisis. I said it that time. Boom.
Music TV.
Everybody know you get the money from that ride before you went upstate. I told you motherfucker I got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet.
Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? What you gonna do? I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got it. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit.
You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain die.
He been hula hooping through loopholes.
I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you trip.
Hey, Ray Ray.
hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen.
Russian cream leaves, Keith, oil, premium bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back, back, back. I'm a big dog, tryna bring it back, back, back. I'ma slide in the way to bring it back, back, back. Let a nigga.
All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it.